Hey, welcome back to the channel. The Indiana Fever. Let's talk about it. First, if you are a Caitlin Clark fan, you might want to avoid the internet, avoid social media for a little bit because you know the haters are going to be out in full force. But let's talk about that game and the situation, what's going on a little bit. Clearly, they were tired, like dead tired. The schedule they've had to play is absolutely ridiculous. The Fever were playing with dead legs. They were going through the motion, whatever cliche you want to use. The gas tank was empty. This schedule that they've started out with, I believe, has only happened to one team one other time in the entire history of the league. Who thought? Who thought that this schedule was a good idea? Who is the WNBA brain trust? Are any of these people qualified to do their job? I mean, this is fascinating. Not just the Caitlin Clark hate, but the absolute idiocy, idiocy and incompetence of everyone involved in the WNBA. Forget not having enough fans. There are plenty of other reasons this league couldn't make money its entire existence. They have no idea what they're doing, and they don't have to because they know the NBA is going to keep the league going no matter what. The NBA would never dare come out and say, "Hey, you know what? We're done. Doesn't make money. We've been sinking money into the WNBA for 3 decades. We're shutting it down." Could you imagine? Could you, could you imagine the uproar? But anyway, let's get into this game a little bit. Look, they were just, first of all, they're not even close to a team that can compete with the Liberty. That's number one. They play, what was it, the third game in 4 nights, and we all know the ridiculous schedule that they've played. I mean, you could say Mitchell was okay. I don't think I'll ever say that. If you watch her, if you know the game of basketball, she's simply a ball hog, and she doesn't like Caitlin Clark. She'll never pass to Caitlin Clark. She'll happily take great passes from Caitlin Clark, as there was one in this game on a cut to the basket, which I will give Mitchell for, was a nice layup. If the rest of the team consistently made the easy layups like that one, they would have been much better off. But she won't pass to her. She's a terrible teammate. If you watch the post-game press conference after the Sky game with Caitlin Clark there, she basically supported what Carter did. I mean, obviously she didn't come out and say that, but if you go listen to her in that press conference, she basically supported what Carter did to Caitlin Clark while Caitlin Clark was sitting right there. Oh, the coach. Where do we begin? She's lost. I mean, she's lost. I don't think she can coach. She's overmatched during the games. Her substitution pattern is terrible. You had these two blowouts where Caitlin Clark could have gotten some rest. Aaliyah Boston could have gotten some rest. If I'm not mistaken, last night she finally takes Boston out because of an injury, and she puts in Melissa Smith. What? Go to the end of your bench. The game is over. Your players are exhausted from this schedule, this run that they've been on. Clark was in way too long in these last 2 games. Sides makes terrible adjustments in game. I think you've seen that in, the second half multiple times. I really don't know how she's here. I don't know what got her this job. I really, really don't. Ball needs to be in Caitlin Clark's hands all the time. She needs to be playing point guard. That's where she's best by far. That's where the team is best by far. She can't be off the ball. The team cannot function with her off the ball. First of all, you've got players like Wheeler and Mitchell who absolutely will ignore her and won't get her the ball. You have one half-hearted screen being set, and that's it. No multiple screens, no running the baseline. It's terrible looking, really, really terrible looking. Wheeler dribbles away from Clark and then only passes to Mitchell. Neither Mitchell or Wheeler passed to Clark. I mean, I feel like I'm watching like a dysfunctional high school freshman team with their clicks. I mean Wheeler Mitchell's averaging fewer than 2 assists per game. She doesn't give up the ball. If Clark isn't the point guard, this team is terrible. It's just awful. It's not good. And look, Clark's not Clark. That's I'd say to be fair, if there's a weak part of her game, that's also she's not very good off the ball. I don't think she makes great decisions. I think then because of the way the team functions with her off the ball, at times she feels like miracle of miracles. If she does get it, she's got to shoot it because it's not coming back. But she's a rhythm type player that needs the ball in her hands. Uh, the team, they had the decent effort against the Sky, but I think as we know, the team is just not good defensively. They haven't been good defensively all year. They need to play good defense and get stops and get out and transition offensively. That's where they're better. They're lazy getting back on defense. I mean, I don't mean to sound harsh and pile on. And, maybe last night's not the greatest example because, again, they were just, that was it. There was nothing left in the tank. But they aren't very good at getting back on defense. That is a sad truth. I'm not sure what turns this around with everything that's going on, and because of the the way the league is allowing Caitlin Clark to be targeted. She's got issues with teammates that seem to feel the same way as the rest of the league. I don't know that she has a teammate that has her back. Um, so when you combine all that stuff, I mean, I don't know where we go from here other than the team gets a break, it gets a rest. Everybody gets to step back and take a breath. I might get to do a video on a sports topic that isn't Caitlin Clark, although I've got a few more that I'll get out. But I don't know. I mean, look, if you're a Caitlin Clark fan, you probably already know everything I just told you. And all I can say is, from a talent and basketball standpoint, she'll be fine. I don't know if that's going to matter with the rest of the league and what's going on. Um, Man, stay off of X. Give yourself a break. Other than watching my videos, do that, okay? But seriously, comment below. Let me know what you thought about the game last night, about where the rest of the season is headed, that the Fever now has a break. Um, if anything's going to change with the NBA, if you get a chance, smash that like button. It really does help a lot. Hit the subscribe button, stick around. Let me know about other topics that you enjoy sports wise. But I really do appreciate all of you taking the time to listen and comment. It's been great. And I will talk to you later.